It's your girl Boss Lady, and I am in the Compound Studios in Atlanta for a late night session. I never usually get to be in the mix like this. I'm with Bei Maejor. He is a songwriter, producer, soon to be worldwide famous artist. How
Hopefully.
you feeling?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. Now this is Neo's Compound Studios.
Yeah.
I guess let's start from the beginning and talk about how you came to be in with Neo.
Me and Neo, I met Neo first. My manager, I was producing songs for this girl who never ended up panning out. For whatever reason, the deal didn't go through, and she was unsigned. I was still in college, but her manager, I guess, had the same manager as them, and they heard a lot of the tracks, and so from there, I forwarded on to them, and then I moved to Atlanta and actually ran back into them again, and so started working with him, and he's incredible. Like, we've done so much good stuff together.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not from Atlanta originally?
No, I'm from Detroit.
You're from Detroit. Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, Sydney.
Sydney.
Far away, further than you.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. So, okay, so you're from Detroit, moved to Atlanta, working with Neo.
Yeah.
How long have you been working in studio with him now?
My time is always wrong. I'm probably gonna make up time 7 months probably, but it's probably like
Around a year, 7 months,
something
to a
like
year
that.
or something?
Yeah.
Okay, and what do you? So you're about to become an artist. He obviously started off behind the scenes.
Right.
So what is he teaching you? What lessons
Oh,
can Neo? I mean, he's given you, but that we can share with anyone else aspiring.
Well, I mean, I just told somebody this the other day. Honestly, the best lesson I've learned from Neo is not even about music. The lesson I've learned from him is about being like, he's such a huge star and everybody knows him when he walks up. Everybody knows who he is, but it's like his humility and his ability to deal with people is what I've learned so much from him. Because I already came in like, you think that you're good or whatever, and then it's just like, and then I watch him and I'm like, wait a minute, he's like the biggest in the world, one of the biggest in the world, and he still treats everybody really good. And so that's like, honestly, I told him like that's the best thing I've learned from him. But then in music sense, like just songwriting, he's incredible. Like he makes the biggest ideas seem so simple and small, like, and which is why he's the best at what he does. I think he's the best.
That makes so much sense. Like he's able to put it into every man's language.
Exactly.
Stuff that you think is so simple, but it's so hard.
Exactly. It's so deep. It's so much, beneath the surface. But the way he words and the way he puts it across, you can relate to it.
And the humble part, like you said originally, to me is the most important. I remember I was eating. My little sister was visiting from Australia. We were in a restaurant in New York, and he was eating there. And she was like, there's Neo. And then at the end of the night, she went up, and he was so nice to her. He made her night.
Yeah.
So it's very important, like you said.
Definitely.
Okay, well, who have you worked with in terms of artists? Who have you written for before?
Artists, I've worked with. I started working with a lot of the artists at Atlantic, Trey Songs, Bun B, Plies. That was when I started, and then I kind of moved over into more pop stuff. So I mean, T-Pain, Mary J, of course, Neo.
I saw Ghostface in
Flo
Estelle.
Ghostface, yeah.
You did the Ghostface Estelle track. What did you do with that? Because
I
love
did the
that
music.
song.
Really?
The one on Ghostface's album. Yeah, that's a crazy song.
I produced the music for it and co-wrote her part. Yeah.
Oh wow.
She's dope.
Yeah, she is. She's amazing.
How's the CD? I haven't heard it.
Ghostface's album? Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
I got you. I haven't heard it.
New York Times called Ghostface the most lovable rapper ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they say something about me?
Not yet. Maybe they glossed over that, but they will. They will. Now, do you get to work with all these artists in the studio? How does it work?
Sometimes, not in that case, but sometimes, but I'm coming from college. Like, a lot of my records I did.
How old are you now, by the way?
I'm 23 now.
23. The ripe old age of 23, yeah.
But a lot of my records came from, I was working on in college. Like, I was in my dorm room and was having to send stuff out. And so I know how to work if an artist is not there, and I build around with them and bounce back and forth and through technology and all that. But
there's nothing like working in the studio with somebody.
Yeah, lately, I mean, I've been blessed to be able to go in with people, and that's always the best too, because you eliminate a lot of the other stuff. You just go straight in with the artist. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, what have you got coming up? When are you launching your solo career? Let's talk about that.
it's so much stuff going on. Like, it's really hard for me to say that. It's so much stuff going on. I don't know any dates or anything like that.
Right.
It's just moving.
So what stage are you at the moment? You working on songs for yourself?
Yeah, it was funny. Like when I became an artist, I never was working on songs for myself. I was just doing songs, and they were these strange songs that no one knew who they could work for. And they were like, "What are?" And then everyone kept saying, "Yo, you should do it for yourself. You should do it for." And I was like, Nah. I just never thought of it like that. You know what I mean?
You've written obviously with a female's perspective in mind as well as a man. Okay.
Yeah. But they just were like, you should do it, and I was just like, I don't know, and then I kind of fell into it, and then once I started like embracing it, I really started going in and doing songs for myself. But then it's hard to balance between producing and writing for other people and doing it for yourself.
So you're a side project at the moment. You really focusing
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, but tomorrow could be different. I don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to gradually work your way out there. All right. So where can we find you online? What's your Twitter? What are your details?
Everything is just Bei Maejor. So it's Twitter at Bei Maejor.
But how do you spell it differently?
Yeah, it's
right?
spelled strange. BeiMaejor.
So it's twitter.com/BeiMaejor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Bei Maejor. Where'd you get the name from?
Bei Maejor is obviously a music scale, just if you spell it regular. And then I got the M-A-E. My grandmother who passed, Edna May, was her name. Edna M-A-E-J-O. I mean M-A-E, Edna May. So I took that, put it to M-A-E-J-O-R. Yeah.
Now I remember reading something in your bio. Was this the same grandmother that said?
No, not her.
So this was another grandma, because
my other grandma doesn't think that she doesn't think that I'm working on. She doesn't think I even do music, like, because everyone tells her, like, yeah, you Brandon, she's working with these people, and then she'd be like, I never heard of him. Is he working with Michael Jackson? And they'd be like, no.
So Michael Jackson would have been when your grandmother would be impressed.
Yeah, she's not impressed. She said I need to go back to school right now. So I need to
get a real job.
Yeah, get a job. Like,
right.
She's like, I don't know what you're doing.
See, now obviously, I wonder who's going to be next. Now that Michael's not sadly with us anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it can be a next.
Yeah.
So
sorry, Grandma.
I just don't do music.
You're gonna make the next big stars. You'll be working with the next big stars.
I just don't do music.
Well, maybe we can get you to give us a quick little tour of the studios,
because
I think people would love to see what the inside of Compound looks like.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
we wish you all the best. So it's BeiMaejor.com, twitter.com/BeiMaejor. Okay, thank you so much.
//
.com / all that.